up?
Hey, you're a driver over 2,000 trips, and you got a 4.98. That's pretty damn good.
No. Over 10,000 trips.
10,000?
Well, excuse me.
How long have you been driving?
Full-time and part-time for years, and sometimes not at all. I recently got laid off, so I'm doing it full-time again. It's a nice little backup, when you need it. You could also make good income if you actually work hard.
Yeah. Question for you. Worst rating you ever gave a passenger and why?
Well, so I'm unique, so I don't really give drivers or riders a lot of bad ratings. Most of the time it's a 5-star because I see it as a service, and, a lot of drivers don't see it as a service. They just see it as taking you from point A to point B. So if you try to touch the radio, you try to do anything, they're getting mad, and they're lowering your rating. And as long as you're respectful to me and don't cause any problems, get a 5-star. Now, I have had a couple, and one of them, it's I actually had to kick the people out of the car. It's the only people I've ever kicked out of the car, but he was getting violently drunk. And I'm really good at, Yeah, and I'm really good at helping people and make sure you don't go up in my car. Nobody's thrown up in my car yet. And they try to put her in the middle of the car. And I was like, it might be better if you put her by the door so I could help out. And just saying that. And they carried her to the car. She was so drunk.
I wouldn't even let her in the car.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know, a lot of drivers wouldn't. I did, but she snapped out of it, and she suddenly started, how dare you tell me what to do? I was like, look, I'm just trying to help you out so you guys don't get hit with like a $400 charge.
Right.
Plus, I don't want that in my car either. They're the only people I've ever kicked out. I can count on one hand the amount of bad rides I've had, because I look at it different. And I talk to other drivers that do not see it as a service, and they get mad if you try to touch the radio or anything. And they talk about the amount of bad rides they have every day. I'm like, wow. And then they also talk about the lack of tips they get. I get tips every day. I get a lot of tips.
Do you? So you get all the tips. What's the biggest tip you got?
$7.
$50.
Okay.
I like that.
Nice.
I want that in my life.
People do not tip. People do not tip.
I like it. All right, Jason, thank you for doing what you do and keeping us on and being the best, Jason. We will, you know what, Jason, can I get you a Joe Show shirt since you're listening to us with people in your car, and that's pretty damn good advertisement for us?